Hello guys, this is the second part of the Alan Dershowitz with the Turkish TV station. I want you to look at this. It's kind of fun. The Alan Dershowitz is being so defensive, and that amount of defense actually shows the opposite. That it shows that this is how guilty he is, and he's so afraid of everything the guys say. Let's look at it. Let's talk about it. And I think it's fun. I'm gonna have guys, as I go on, I'm gonna have to stop the video because and talk about the different things because it's so amazing the way he does it. It's like it makes it seem so obvious. All right, guys, let's look at it.
Is that correct? The newsmakers.
Is this Turk?
Yeah, this is TRT
Is that
World.
a Turkish television program?
It's TRT World. It's taxpayer funded.
Is that Turkish?
That's right. That's right.
From Turkey. Okay. Look, I don't ever want to see the United States adopt the Turkish legal system, where people are presumed guilty, where judges are arrested, where the head of Turkey
So let's have a
runs
discussion about the
total
Turkish
dictatorship.
legal system.
I don't want to
and not
ever
about
see America
your
subjected
massages.
to the Turkish system.
Okay.
No, what I'm talking
so can
about,
we-
you
can we
making
talk
these
about-
accusations.
I'm not making any
you
accusations.
Making these accusations.
Have I made any
sounds like
accusations
it
against
comes
you,
from
Professor Dershowitz?
Erdogan.
I've not made any accusations.
This is funny, guys. He's saying that the guy's asking him a question about because Virginia Giuffre is talking about him, and Virginia Giuffre is talking about the case, right? And he's saying that think about it. Somebody's asking you like a question about the case, like that these women have allegation against you. How did Jeffrey Epstein got away in 2008? All those things. And he's saying, and he's not even saying, he's asking question. He's not even saying that the guy is guilty. When people ask question, it might sound like you're guilty, but it's not. And he's saying that, I don't want to be subject to the Turkish government. What the fuck? What the hell that has to do? Just asking you questions. I think it's kind of funny. I don't know what you guys think. I think it's funny. Like, this is like a guy that's really afraid that he feels that he's guilty. Like he almost like he knows that he did it, or he had sex with those underage girls, and he's so guilty and he's almost getting caught that he has to respond with strength like that. He's so nervous. I think this is too funny. I mean, I'm sorry, guys. Like, I think we should see it one more time and maybe laugh at it.
Former majority who have made these false accusations for money. It really shows the bias of the media and the bias of the Me Too movement, that even if you disprove categorically, even if the former head of the FBI does a thorough investigation and disproves it, even if the judge throws it out, even if the lawyers withdrew the charges, even if her own lawyer says...
One of the reasons we look at it, right now is because Epstein faces federal charges of sex trafficking and conspiracy to commit sex trafficking, charged with running a sex trafficking operation and sexually abusing dozens
This is guilt by association.
This is, well, it's connected, is it not?
You're speaking. I'm not connected to it. I was his lawyer. It's McCarthyism to accuse his lawyer of something like that. Look, you represent Turkish television, right?
Is that correct? The newsmakers.
Is this Turk?
Yeah, this is TRT
Is that
World.
a Turkish television program?
It's TRT World. It's taxpayer funded.
You're
Is that
Turkish.
Turkish?
That's right.
From Turkey. Okay. Look, I don't ever want to see the United States adopt the Turkish legal system, where people are presumed guilty, where judges are arrested, where the head of Turkey
So let's have a
runs
discussion about the
total
Turkish
dictatorship.
legal system.
I don't want to
and not
ever
about
see America.
your
subject
We don't want to be like you. We don't want to be like
system.
Turkey.
I'm talking
so
about
can we-
you
can we
making
talk?
these accusations.
I'm not making any
you
accusations.
Making these accusations.
Have I made
any
sounds
accusations
like it
against
comes
you,
from
Professor
Erdogan.
This is so weird.
I've not made any accusations against you, and I don't represent
Yes, you
President
suggested. You
Erdogan.
said,
However,
why would they lie? Why would they lie? Let me
can we
tell
bring
you.
this-
Let
can
me
we bring
tell
this
you
back
why
to the
they would
facts?
lie.
This is
Can we
so
bring this back to
racist.
the
Well, if you
facts?
ever said anything,
Okay,
if you
can we
ever
bring this
said
back to the facts?
anything about, if you ever said
Professor-
anything about Erdogan, you'd be arrested. Yeah,
Professor
of course,
Dershowitz.
yeah.
I'm sorry, this is racist. Like the way he puts it, or no? Like come on, Alan Dershowitz, you can do better than that. This is racist. I mean, come on, you should be smarter than that. Like somebody's asking you a question about the case. Don't put all your anger on the interviewer. You can put your anger on the accuser. That's legit. But now he's even angry at the interviewer. That's kind of like a Donald Trump kind of like way of answering questions. It's like, it's crazy. It's like, God damn it, you could do better than that, Alan Dershowitz. Maybe you can't. Maybe that's why you're into this life. But the guy seems very evil, man. I mean, God damn it, and racist on top of it. It was a very racist thing. Oh no, yeah. I don't want to be like your president, like your country. I don't want to be. Oh, come on, this is so racist. All right, guys.
You mentioned that there were celebrities, Harvard professors, heads of state, ministers, who also got these massages that had nothing nefarious about them. Are you willing to name some names?
These massages. You see, that's your bias.
Wow.
That's your bias. These massages.
Are you willing to name
associate them with the women
Are you willing to?
who gave him proper massages.
Terribly defensive here, and I'm asking you if there are other people who can also share the same thing.
You're getting terribly accusatory. Yes. I can tell you that you can call Leslie Wexner, who was accused. He's the head of. Just let me finish, please. Okay. He was accused of having sex 7 times on 7 occasions. You can call Leslie Wexner. And then in my court papers, I name all the names. Unfortunately, they've been sealed. We're trying to get them unsealed. I have emails from my accuser admitting that she didn't have sex with me. I have a manuscript of a book she wrote admitting she didn't have sex with me. The evidence is overwhelming, and you are being utterly biased and outrageous in making a suggestion that somehow, because I admit it, I don't need an opportunity to defend myself. I haven't been accused of anything by any government authority or by anyone other than women with records of serial lying from the beginning to end. Now I'm being accused by you, who comes from a country without a legal system. I'm happy to leave my fate to the American legal system. That's why I have filed lawsuits. I have filed bar complaints. I have asked for...
Hey, yeah, I don't have to answer to you. You're from Turkey. Turkey is the dictatorship is horrible there. Yo, dude, like you could see the interviewer's face. What does that have to do with what I'm asking you? Like, why are you bringing up Turkey? Erdogan is the president, I think, of Turkey. Erdogan, it's like, what are you saying? We're asking you about the rape cases of Jeffrey Epstein and the exotic island that he had, Little Jimmy. I forgot the name of the island. So that's what we're asking. When nobody is telling you about my government or Turkey, this is how people are trying to deviate. He's trying to hide. But I like the interviewer. You gotta keep pressing him. And let's do it, guys. Let's keep pressing him.
One of the things that we want to ask, so in the aftermath of this, after Epstein's recent
arrest, I hope you will run this interview. It's going to run in totality. Without editing, so that all my points of view.
Absolutely.
Okay. So I appreciate that.
So as we continue, a lot of people feel in the aftermath of Epstein's arrest, when they look at all the guest lists of his parties, they see the recent images that came out of him and President Trump partying in Mar-a-Lago in 1992. They look at him rubbing shoulders, excuse the pun, terrible choice of words, with very important people. And there's a feeling that perhaps one of the reasons why Epstein didn't face full justice back in 2008 was because he probably has dirt on powerful people. Address that for me.
That's absurd. Why would the legal system not go after him just because he had dirt on other people? It's going after him now. Let him tell the dirt. I hope he expresses his views about everybody. I hope he has videotapes of everybody, because it would show I was never in his house except in the public areas with other people present. I hope he tells everything about everybody. That's why I've sought to unseal everything. I don't want anything sealed. I don't want any secrets, because I have nothing to hide. I have never refused to answer any questions. If other people have things to hide, that's their concern, but I have absolutely nothing to hide. I want everything to come out.
So when we look at the man's personality and we look at his the general facts surrounding the man now, especially with the raid, they found he had an expired foreign passport, he had residency in Saudi Arabia, and he's not known to ever have lived in Saudi Arabia. His the amount of money in his bank account or his assets seem to be more than $500 million. The man had a shadiness to him.
What's your point?
Okay, so with all of that in mind, And they feel that...
Not that we knew about it. Not that we knew about... No.
You didn't know this in 2008?
Yeah. Go ahead.
He didn't finish the sentence.
People are asking, who is this guy? What does he have? Who is he?
Let me finish my point.
Why is he seemingly so powerful?
He's not. He's in jail and may spend the rest of his life in jail. He's not powerful at all. In 2007, 2008, let me tell you what I knew about him. I was introduced to him by the Lady Rothschild and her husband, Evelyn Rothschild. I was then flown to a birthday party of Leslie Wexner, which Shimon Peres and John Glenn attended. I then went to seminars with the president of Harvard and the provost of Harvard and George Church, the person who uncoded the genome, and some of the most distinguished professors in the United States, the man who invented artificial intelligence, were all present. All we knew is that this was a serious intellectual who was contributing $30 million to Harvard. Nobody knew anything about his private life, about his sex life. Nobody knew anything about his finances or about his Saudi Arabian passport. That's all with the benefit of hindsight. We all have to be judged by what we knew at the time, and all of us terminated our relationships with him, our private relationships with him, once he was accused. But before he was accused, nobody had any idea that there were any such accusations being leveled against him. As far as we knew, I met him in the presence of the most distinguished academics in the world. That's what we knew at the time, and that's the basis on which we should be judged.
And it's worth mentioning as well that found in his safe was child porn, diamonds, cash, and all other. Right?
What does that have to do with any of us? We didn't know any of that. We didn't.
Well, this is Epstein, right? We're talking about Epstein right now.
Yeah.
And a man you defended, and a man
you don't think. Yeah. Well, let me ask you.
Okay.
I defended legally.
Right.
Let me ask you a question. What would happen if it was discovered that some of your friends had child pornography in their vaults? Would you feel that you were guilty of anything? If you didn't know about the child pornography, you didn't know about any of those things, would you feel you had done something wrong by having a relationship? I mean, your relationship with me is a relationship between an interviewer and an interviewee. Sure. My relationship with Epstein was a relationship between a lawyer and a client.
I'm not
responsible.
The charges were related to sex trafficking, so child pornography, sex trafficking of minors, so child pornography does have a relevance when it comes to that, even though it's after the fact. I'm going to let that go for a second now, and I want to...
Relevance to him, not a relevance to me.
Okay.
Come on, let's go.
So I'm going to let that go for the second. For a second,
him,
I want to...
not to me.
I want to talk about
You're not
Mike
going to get
Fiston.
away with just making these fake accusations.
I want to talk about Mike Fiston.
To who?
And Mike Fiston. I'll tell you who he is. He's a police detective.
Who?
In Miami. Mike Fiston. I'm telling you who he is.
Never heard of him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, police detective working on the case in 2007, 2008. Now, he said on the record that the U.S. Attorney Acosta was sending the federal indictment to you guys, to Epstein's rock star lawyer team, to have a look at before the indictment.
That always happens. That happens. That
Right.
happens in every case.
Now he felt that this showed that there was
That
some sort
happens
of
in every case.
deference to your power over his. Acosta's resigned recently. Why would people think that Acosta?
Okay. That's his problem.
Okay. Why would people think that Acosta was
let me
deferring
answer
to
the
your
question,
power?
please.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, he wasn't. It was an arm's length negotiation. I have been in 250 cases. I'm probably among the most experienced criminal lawyers in American history. I have the best won and lost record of any lawyer in American history on murder and homicide related cases. I've done so many of these cases. In every case that I've negotiated, I've been shown a draft of the indictment. That happens in every single case. That's part of the negotiation. The prosecutor says, here's the draft of the indictment. We show the prosecutor, well, here's the draft of our defense. Let's compare how strong your indictment is with how strong our defense is. Then let's make a deal that reflects the comparative strength of both sides. That's exactly what happened here.
Something that I'd love for you to address and put to bed is that Acosta was reportedly told that Epstein belonged to intelligence, whatever that might mean. Do you suspect that he belonged to intelligence?
Totally false. No, I know he didn't belong to any intelligence. It's a totally false story. It was alleged that he was an agent of Mossad. That's just not true. He was an agent of any intelligence agency. If he was, he probably wouldn't have been arrested today, or he would have been notified to stay in Paris and not get on his airplane. It is ridiculous to believe that he got the good deal because he was an intelligence officer, because he testified against Bear Stearns. All of these fantasies are out there. The reason he got the deal he got, because the government couldn't prove that he ever transported an underage girl in interstate commerce. People may not understand this in Turkey, but there are two systems in the United States, the state system and the federal system. What he did was state crime. To prove a federal crime, you have to prove interstate transportation of an underage girl or the use of interstate means to facilitate sex with an underage girl.
Guys, you see the amount of racism in this freaking video? Like, Alan Dershowitz at the end, I don't know if you heard this, he said that, oh no, maybe the people in Turkey that don't understand those things. Kind of like they're not educated. They don't know that there's a difference between state crime and federal crime. Like teaching the guy about my country. You're a Turkish guy, don't question me about anything like this. This sounds so racist. I don't know, man. This guy, Alan Dershowitz, guys, we should look into him. He should not get away, because I think he's a very nefarious lawyer, and he has like a lot of like evil. He does have an evil demeanor to me. I don't know. And the way he got that deal for Jeffrey Epstein, that looks so suspicious. And when they ask him about the stuff, oh, he's Jeffrey Epstein, a Mossad agent or something, he said, no, he's definitely not that. How do you know? You said that you didn't know nothing about Jeffrey Epstein. You were just his lawyer. You didn't know his background story. You were just defending him as this, and you didn't know anything about him. How do you know that you're for sure he's not a Mossad agent? You see, he's talking from both sides of his tongue, this guy, and he's not coming out like credible. So I hate to say this, guys. Like I'm not feeling Alan Dershowitz. I'm not feeling him. He looks too suspicious, too defensive, and the way he disrespected that interviewer. I hate to say that, he keep bringing up Turkey. Nobody's this is not a case about Turkey. This is not a case about the Turkish government, how they govern their people. About Erdogan, what's his name? Erdogan, the president over there, and he tried to make it about that. I mean, it was so incredibly embarrassing. But guys, thank you guys. Submit to my channel. Subscribe, and we're going to talk about Alan Dershowitz a little bit more. But there's a lot of other people that are very suspicious and mysterious in the case. This case is so mysterious. We don't know where everybody is. What about Bill Clinton? What's up with him? You know, it's weird, man. Take care, guys.